What's up, Buttercup? And of course, I identify as Skin T. I am a pretty and healthy girl, and I have pretty and healthy girl habits that I implement into my life every day. Now, in this episode, it is going to get juicy. Okay, so I might ruffle a little feathers, little disclaimer, might ruffle little feathers. Of course, I am not a dietitian, a doctor, a relationship coach, or Jesus. So always consult with one of them, okay? Always consult with one of them. I'm just telling y'all my journey, okay? But in this episode, we're going to talk about relationship weight. And I'm going to kind of break it down, at least for what happened in my life, okay? So there are going to be 4 levels, 4 categories, okay? So let's just go ahead and jump into this. So category 1 is happy weight. Okay, it's self-explanatory. You get in a relationship, you're happy, y'all are going out more. It's kind of throwing you off your routine a little bit. Even with Lori Harvey, when she was dating Michael B. Jordan, she said she gained 15 pounds of happy weight. Because, you're not... It's like when you get in a relationship, you're kind of splitting your time, if that makes sense. Because normally you will have all this time in the day, all these hours in the day to focus on yourself, meal prep, healthy girl walk, pretty girl tea, you have all this time. And then when you start dating someone, now you have to take all that time that you normally have to yourself and, kind of split it up a little bit. So it's real easy to gain happy weight because it's simple. You're not, sticking to what you normally do. You're eating out more. He's whining and dining you. Or he's, French frying you, it's out of your your regular routine. So it's real easy, y'all. And that 10 to 15 pounds will jump up on you so fast. And yes. And you're in love and you kind of feel like you're floating. You got that new jitters feeling, like not bad jittery, but the jitters of like, ooh, I can't wait to see him. I'm so excited. We're going to try this restaurant, especially, trying out different restaurants. Oh my gosh. That was something me and my husband did, and Lord. But yes, so that is level 1, category 1, happy weight. Now, the good thing about happy weight is normally no more than like 20-ish pounds, no more than that. And I would say that's more controllable. You can definitely kind of pull that in more, especially if you catch the first, 5 to 10 pounds, like, oh, hold up, let me start locking in, because that's how it starts. That's how it starts. That's level 1. It's a category 1. It's 5 to maybe 20-ish pounds at the most, but you can still bring that in. So now we're going to move into, I call this comfortable weight, and this is a level 2. Comfortable weight is upgraded from happy weight. So now you are in that 20 to 40 pound range. Okay. You have officially gained 20 to 40 pounds within this relationship. You've probably been together for 4 months to a year or maybe longer. Y'all are locked in. Okay. You're locked in. He loves you. You love him. Y'all are comfortable. He's your full-blown eating buddy. He's your big back behavior assistant. He's the one initiating the big back behavior. Okay, so like I said, you're in that comfortable weight with each other. And not gonna lie, you probably falling off your workouts. You definitely falling off your pretty girl walks. You falling off, green juice. You're drinking a Mountain Dew. You're not even drinking green juice. You're drinking Mountain Dew. And it's not even diet. It's the whole Mountain Dew with all the calories. So, comfortable weight, that creeps in, when you've been with your person for a long time. Like I said, you love him. He loves you. What did I write down? Because he is mine and I am his. Yeah, that's how it is. Okay, that's what comfortable weight is. Now, I'm not going to lie. With myself, I was definitely in the comfortable weight when me and my husband got together. So when me and my husband got together, y'all, I was 235, okay? 235. Y'all, within 2 months, that scale said 252, okay? So I went from happy weight to comfortable weight real quick. Real quick. And then when me and my husband got married, I was like 264. So, and we got married within about 10 months. So, yes. And I'm going to say this too, side note, especially for the ladies that are bigger and that have like slender guys or more athletic guys, you got to be careful with them because they can eat all day. They can eat 2 pizzas. They can eat, the whole thing of food and not gain no weight. But since you're sitting there being his eating buddy, you going to be the one gaining the weight, not him. Okay? You going to be the one gaining. But anyway, that's what happened with me. I fell from the happy weight to the comfortable weight. And it just jumped on me. Like, y'all, I just was like, all of a sudden I tried putting on my cute pants. The ones that hold your booty real nice, that sit that thing up. It was holding my booty nice. But the booty was like, struggling. Like, it was in there, but it was spilling over. And then the front part, I said, oh, hold up. Yeah. So that comfortable weight got me. And then as time went on, y'all, in our marriage, I got to 300 pounds. Because then also, this was around I don't know if I can say that, around the pandemica. And around that pandemica, y'all, we was in the house. I was cooking French toast every morning with bacon and eggs. And I was making cinnamon rolls. And I'm a cooker with a soul food. I'm a soul food cooker. And I am a baker as well. So I was making cakes and all of that. So I'm making cakes. I am cooking food and he's eating it. And then it's like, well, since I done cooked all this food, I might as well eat it too. And I was just blowing up big as the house. He was still loving me and I appreciated that. And I appreciated that. And he was still loving me. I appreciated, we were just still enjoying each other's company. Like we were still in that, what you call that? Butterfly stage, honeymoon stage. I mean, I feel like we're still in it now, but like, especially when we first got, it was like, oh, I love you. You love me. I love you. You love me. As I feed him, some French toast and he feeds me a chicken leg and it's just like, oh, but then you look and like I said, I was 300 pounds and 8 ounces. So I was like, okay, it's time to lock in. I said, if we try to have kids right now, I know I am going to be, for me, huge. And then side note, one more thing. What really made me want to lose weight, y'all, was I was 300 pounds and 8 ounces. And I swear that night, I had a dream of me getting on the scale. And when I dreamed I got on the scale, I was 315 pounds even. And I was like, oh no, I have never been 315 pounds. Don't ever want to be. I have been 300 pounds before in my younger years. But it was just the fact of to see 300. And then I had a dream saying that eventually if I stayed on that track, I would be 315 or even bigger. That was the real like, okay, sis, we got to lock in. We got to lock in. We got to bring it in. And then here we are now. Look at God. 198 pounds and 6 ounces. No, 8 ounces. But anyway, woo, woo. Now, back to the video. So the thing about comfortable weight, it's a level 2. You can still lose the weight. It's just going to take you more work, more effort, and maybe even more time because it's not, the cute, happy weight of 10 to 15 pounds, maybe right at 20. You in the comfortable stage, I'm going to just say that's 30 plus pounds now. So that's more work to have to bring in. That's more big back habits that you have created that you got to break to make pretty and healthy girl habits. And the longer you've been doing something, it takes a while to break it. It takes a while to break it. Let's be real. If you spent, 6 to 8 months eating crazy, or, 6 years of just eating crazy, it's going to take a little adjustment period to unlearn those terrible habits. So, but the good thing is, with comfortable weight, it's a level 2. You can still recover. You can still get back, sis. You can still get back. Okay? Yes. Now, level 3 of relationship weight gain, I call it stress weight. Stress weight is instantly 20 plus pounds. It's 20 plus pounds. So it can be anywhere from 20 to 60 to 80 plus pounds, okay, of stress weight. Not only you've gained weight, but also you have also gained depression, and you have gained, you have more acne now, and you're just looking broke, busted, and disgusted. I've been in those relationships before where you're in a relationship with this person. It starts off decent, or it starts off good, and then slowly but surely they start showing their real self. But the thing is, they love bombed you so much in the beginning that when they start showing their real self, you keep holding on to that piece of hope that they will act like how they acted in the beginning. But that was just act. This is who they are now. So who they are in the beginning, you will never see that again, because this is who they are, and they have showed you who they are. But now you're stressed because you're kind of in that, should I stay? Should I go? Should I choose the smoothest course? Bum, bum. That's where you're at. So therefore, since you don't want to really look into this and really let that person go, you turn to food. You turn to food and you start eating and eating and eating and eating and eating. You're not getting rid of what's causing the eating, what's causing the stressing. You just keep eating because you're trying to keep that man. You're trying to keep a little man. A piece of a man is better than no man. But honey, my piece is better than having a piece of a man. Okay, can I get a thank you? So I label this as a category 3. It's still bad. It's still extreme. We're almost to category 4. It's still there. But the thing is, as soon as you let him go, the weight goes. True story. I was in a relationship years ago before I met my husband. And I had lost weight. So I think at that time I was almost 300, and I had lost weight all the way down to about 225. Okay, yeah, 225. Met this guy. He did the whole love bombing, all that type of stuff. And then he switched up. But it's how they switch up, but they don't switch up fully. They start slowly just kind of stringing you along. And then right when they feel that you're about to go or you're thinking about leaving, they bring their love bomb, and everything you start asking for, hey, I want you to spend more time with me. I want you to buy me flowers. I want you to do this. Now all of a sudden their ears is clean. There's no wax in there. There's no headphones. They can hear everything that you're saying, and they do it for about 2 or 3 weeks, and then they start going back into that terrible behavior again. So now you're stuck in that place again. Yeah. I went from 225, and I was fit because I was working out 6 days a week, y'all. I went from 225 to 255, and I had terrible acne. I was looking broke, busted, and disgusted. I was looking depressed, and it was I was still trying to hold on because, again, in the beginning of the relationship, he was the dream guy. He was just the dream guy, so it seemed. And then he started slowly pulling back, slowly, showing who he really was. And then every time when I started kind of thinking of leaving, he would bring that back and be like, oh, I can't wait to marry you. I can't wait to have children with you. And then it's like, oh, you really do love me? You really do? Okay, you were just stressed. Okay, I'll stay a little bit longer. Just for him to do it again. And I start feeling bad and I'm eating crazy and I'm stressing. My hormones are all over the place. And I have terrible acne. So that's the big difference between comfortable weight and stress weight. Comfortable weight is you have gained the weight, but you're with your person and you and your person are just loving each other. You're comfortable. It's like this is where you're breathing hot breath into each other's face. You're farting and you don't need he fart, you just like or he fart and you're all are that comfortable with each other. But the stress weight is when you gain the weight, you have the acne, you have depression, you have everything negative that goes along with this weight gain. So therefore, once you leave that person, the weight goes. And y'all, I went, okay? When I let go of this person, I went from 255 to 235 instantly. The weight came off, my skin cleared up. I could finally see the light at the end of the tunnel. The birds were singing. The deer came out of nowhere and I got to do the ha, ha, ha. I got to do all of that. As soon as I let him go, the weight came off. And literally, another thing, ladies, as soon as I let him go and let go of types and all these type of things, y'all, my husband came in. As soon as I let that dude go, my husband came in. So that's just something just to say, let God do it. But when you let go of the weight and really let God fully move in your life, he will help grow you. And when you let go of that person that's holding you back, now you can actually see where you're supposed to be at in life and where you're supposed to be in God and in yourself. So now the guy that's really for you, your husband, now he can actually see you for real because you see you. So that's just a little tidbit. And now we are going to go to category 4. Category 4 is dangerous, okay? It is dangerous because category 4 is the men that intentionally look for women that look really, awesome and amazing, body snatch, hair snatch, skin snatch, like just looking good. And I call this the intentional weight gain. So pretty much this is where the woman is dating a guy and she's on her game. But what the guy does is it's kind of like constantly feeding her and feeding her and feeding her and like, oh no, you're beautiful just the way you are. Oh, I love you so much. Oh, my precious, you're so amazing. Oh, doing all of that type of stuff. But what's happening is because that woman was a dime or whatever you want to call it. She was a really, she's a baddie, whatever you want to call a good looking woman. That's what she is. And pretty much the guy has bagged her. So it's like, yeah, I got the bad girl. I got the bad gal. She's beautiful and all this type of stuff. But I don't want anyone else to pay attention to her. I want her to be solely to me. And what that man does is he intentionally fattens her up. He starts saying little comments that kind of pick on her self-esteem a little bit. And just over time turns that woman into a shell of what she originally was. Now all of a sudden he doesn't like her wearing makeup. He doesn't like her wearing weave. Everything that attracted him, now all of a sudden he doesn't like it. So then the woman conforms to what he now likes just to go out in public for him to be looking at the women that she used to be. So it's like he literally took her beauty. And you can be, beautiful, whatever, big or small. But what I'm saying is she was at the height of her game. She's beautiful. She's this, she's that. Her skin, everything is there. And pretty much he takes her and slowly just breaks her down to a point where she's just a shell of herself. And now she has gained, I would say at this point, she's gained 40 plus pounds. She's almost somewhat unrecognizable. Like, this is worse than the stress weight, because this person intentionally is doing this to break you down, to make you more, self-conscious, and just all of these just bad things. And now all of a sudden he goes out more, but you don't feel comfortable about going out, and you don't feel comfortable about going out because now you done gained all your weight. Now your friends that were like a part of the pretty and healthy girl club, they've been staying on their game. You don't feel completely off. You're feeling terrible about yourself, and it just breaks you down. It just breaks you down. And I've been in those type of relationships before where, and I feel like all women have been through this. You were at the top of your game, your fitness program. You was getting your workouts in. You was drinking your water, your pretty and healthy girl walks. You were looking like a capital P at the bottom and a lowercase p at the top. And as soon as you started dating this terrible guy, you started gaining weight, you started losing yourself, you started conforming for this guy, and then now you just don't know, not saying you don't know who you are, but you're a shell of who you was. And the worst thing about this, the intentional weight gain, is like the guy comes in to intentionally do what he does, and then you kind of just left. And I call this a category 4 because you can still make it out, but it's just so bad sometimes because it's no more about the weight loss or the weight gain. It's more of everything mentally that came along with that relationship. So it's almost like you got to lose the weight, talk to the Lord some more, get you some therapy. Like, it's a whole rediscovering yourself process. So that's why I call that a category 4, or probably like category 5, like the worst one to have, because you got to rediscover self all the way over. And I am 30 years old, so I will say I have been through all of these stages. This was just summarizing my experiences of relationship weight gain, and I tried to explain it the best way I could. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hello to all of the new buttercups. Yes, and yes, and yes. I'm so happy you are here. I love that y'all are, just watching the videos and enjoying them. And it makes me feel so happy. Like, oh, I'm helping ladies. I'm helping people. I feel so fulfilled. But anyway, of course, before you try to skedaddle, have you had a green juice today? Did you have your pretty and healthy girl walk today? Have you meal prepped? And I'm going to add one more. Have you been nice to yourself lately? Have you been nice to yourself? If you haven't been nice to yourself, I need you to go to the mirror and look at yourself, look at your beautiful, fine self, and say that you love you. God made you to be beautiful. He created you for a reason, and you do have purpose. Okay? Until next time, Buttercup. Bye.